If that was you on the phone and you on the bus, then who was flickering the lights?
Tim Tebow, man. Tim is a Christian. And he might be. I'm sure he loves God, but if God loved him, he'll teach him how to throw a slant pass. That's all the fuck I'm saying. This is what amazes me. A young white cat that has a job he's fucking horrible at, and yet he still receives praise for, is not evidence of God's existence. That's corporate America, is the fuck that is. He's a fucking horrible quarterback. You can love God and still be shitty at your job. It's cool when you have a scripture on your eye, John 3:16. It's not fucking cool when that's your completion percentage. That's all the fuck I'm saying. You can read the Bible and pick up a playbook. That's all the fuck I'm saying. You can do that. Now, listen. I don't know if Tom Brady ever read the Bible, but he can read the fucking defense. That's all the fuck I'm saying. He can do that. You know how horrible you are at your job when you win a fucking game and everybody goes, "It's a miracle."
I'm trying to touch the States this time. 2021. Gotta show him I can still rap though. Now I'm in the game, I was on the bench. First I was renting, now I'm collecting rent. Run it up. First it with the Beamer, now I want the Benz. Spending all the back like here I go again. Outside says the chirp, now the camera phone. Told you I'ma keep the channels on. Why you acting different when the camera's on? Why you acting different like your paper long? 8 day wake up and I thank God. Bad decision got you wishing you could say nah. My city gritty, you could get hit any day now. On my mama, I'ma move my family way out. With some 20s, 50s, hundreds, thousands, millions, billions, trillions, zillions. I'm talking Amazon money, talking so much money I could mess around and buy Amazon. I been winning, I'm like, why me? I heard these labels wanna buy me. I don't need you, boo, I style me.
It's FYF Sports, man. It's Lamont. We are back with some more breaking news / comedy out of the NFL. You know, before we get started with today's video, real quick, just make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you haven't done so already, check the description of the video. Make sure you're following us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, so you can get all the notifications when we post a video or go live. We're going to be going live more and more often. All of those lives are going to be happening on Facebook and Twitch. Links to all of those accounts are going to be in the description of the video. But today, man, you know, we haven't really covered a lot of football news, but when I saw this, I knew we definitely had to cover it. We definitely had to cover it because this is absolutely crazy right here. As you guys can see, Tim Tebow has been signed by the Jacksonville Jaguars. Tim Tebow was signed to a 1-year contract to play a position that he never played in high school, college, or in any of his previous 3 years in the NFL. He's going to be playing the tight end position for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, there's a connection with Tim Tebow and his new team. He's going to be playing for Urban Meyer. Urban Meyer coached Tim Tebow at the University of Florida, and the pair won actually 2 national championships with the Florida Gators out in Gainesville. And, you know, word leaked about this potential signing. You know, a few days ago, I didn't believe it. But today, Jaguars GM Trent Baalke confirmed the workout, but said the team wouldn't worry about whether it would sign Tim Tebow until after the draft. But that actually turned out to be, you know, that actually turned out to be true. They actually went out and signed Tim Tebow, man. This is You know, when we look, and this is one of the reasons why there's so much pushback in the NFL. I mean, when you look at players, you know whether you like them or not. I mean, we've had a lot of players kicked out of the NFL for who can actually play, who paid their dues, they paid their penalties for whatever transgressions they may have made that got them in trouble. You got very serviceable players out there. When we look at the situation with Colin Kaepernick, the man was a viable quarterback who was better than probably, over 50% of the quarterbacks in the league, has had Super Bowl experience but couldn't get a job. Tim Tebow, who was only played 3 years in the NFL, 3 years at the quarterback position, in which he was a complete failure, man. We could just go ahead and pull up his stats here. Tim Tebow. Okay, check this out, you guys. Check this out right here. Tim Tebow plays 3 years in the NFL from 2010 to 2012. He played a total of 35 games. Obviously, in 2011, as you can see here, that's when he played his most games. He played 14 games that year, and he still did not have a very good season. 2010, he had a quarterback rating of 56. 2011, a quarterback rating of 38. And in 2012, his last year with the Jets, a quarterback rating of 27.6. I mean, on his career, 17 touchdowns, 9 interceptions in 3 years, a total of 2,422 passing yards, and a completion percentage of 47.9%. And this is the guy that the Jacksonville Jaguars choose to bring in as a potential tight end for this team. I want you guys to look at all of the eligible candidates that potentially play in the Canadian Football League. Look at the eligible tight end candidates that might be in the free agent market. You know what? Matter of fact, let's just pull up the free agent tight ends right now and see how they stack up against Tim Tebow, because this man got signed over a large array of talented tight ends who are still seeking a job. Let's pull up that list right here. Okay, so let's check this out right here, man. Top available 2021 free agent tight ends. You got Trey Burton, Tyler Eifert, Jesse James, Richard Rodgers, McCole Pruitt, Darren Fells, Josh Perkins, Demetrius Harris. I mean, so there we have it right there, man. We see that there are very viable tight ends out there. I mean, there's a host of undrafted tight ends coming right out of college that actually have experience at this particular position. But we watch the Jacksonville Jaguars go sign a player who is most recently playing single A baseball. And they sign him to play a position that he's never played his entire life. And somehow he's convinced the Jacksonville Jaguars that he can make the transition to the tight end position in the NFL. But this signing, this is one of the reasons why guys like Colin Kaepernick and a host of other players who feel like they've been unfairly looked over or blackballed by the league, this is why they cry foul play. Because of signings like this guy is not good enough to be playing in the NFL. There are Canadian football players playing at the tight end position right now who are much more well suited to be playing in the NFL. He played with Denver, had a horrible 2 years, played with the Jets, looked even worse. Out of the league, he goes and plays baseball. And you guys, I want you to check this out right here. The funny thing is, he went and played baseball, which is actually a sport that he was pretty good at in high school. He goes and plays baseball, never makes it to the majors. He was always a semi-pro player, playing in single A, double A, whatever you want to call it. I want you guys to check this out right here. The man was an absolute failure and flop in baseball as well. I mean, when you're known, when you come out of high school as a known baseball prospect, and when you get to the minor leagues, you can't even do better than what Michael Jordan did in his year and a half in minor league baseball. Check this out right here, man. Look at this right here. Man, okay, so Jordan goes to the minor leagues older. Jordan went to the minor leagues at 31. Tim Tebow was playing in the minor leagues at 29. Much younger prospect. All right, Jordan's batting average, 202. Tim Tebow's batting average, 220. Not very much of a difference. Now, Jordan's on base percentage, 28%, while Tim Tebow's is 31%. About equal there. But when we look at some of these other numbers right here, Tim Tebow does have a higher slugging percentage, but he also has a higher strikeout percentage. Jordan had a higher walk percentage, which is pretty good. Tim Tebow had better at-bat per home run, but Jordan had a better at-bat per RBI statistical line. And Jordan also was a better fielder. He had a better fielding percentage at 95% to Tim Tebow's 87%. So it's arguable that this man, Tim Tebow, wasn't even as good in minor league baseball as Michael Jordan. And we know Michael Jordan went to the minor leagues and was a failure and a flop at that level. He had to come back to basketball. He was so bad at minor league baseball. It's just strange, man. I want you guys to let me know what you think about this, man. I don't understand why this man is continuously getting opportunity after opportunity to play at the highest level. There are people out there dying for these positions who actually deserve them at the tight end position. There are a host of free agents out there that are actually good enough to play that particular position much better at the same rate, at the same contract that he got, but they give this man an opportunity. Hey, you know what? I got nothing personally against Tim Tebow, but there are going to be a lot of people crying foul play, over the next few days. And then people are going to be waiting for Tim Tebow to step onto that field and fail. And then, especially at the tight end position, there are going to be a host of people ready to line him up if he comes across the middle. I mean, I hope Urban Meyer did not do this man a disservice by bringing him in at the tight end position. Now he does have to get through training camp. He's going to have to earn his roster spot. So we'll see how that goes. But as it stands right now, Tim Tebow is back in the NFL. He is signed as a tight end with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Make sure you guys spam up in the comment. Please let me know what you think about this signing. Is it fair? Do you think he deserves another shot in the league? I don't know, man. I think there potentially may be a little bit of privilege involved in this signing. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research, but the signing just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense because you're bringing in a guy that has shown in the past he really can improve your football team. And how can you expect to bring him in to improve your football team, even if he's not playing the quarterback position, but you have this man playing a position he's never played before in his life? Please spam up in the comments your thoughts on this one. I cannot wait to hear from you guys on this particular topic. I'm not gonna stay talking about it too long. I mean, I'm just as baffled as some of you guys probably are. But again, this is the NFL for you as it stands. I know players like Colin Kaepernick and a host of other football players not in the league right now are all scratching their heads saying, how did this man get another shot to play in the NFL? Hey, but it's FY Up Sports, man. It's been a great breaking news podcast episode. Jesus, like I said, Tim Tebow back in the NFL. It is what it is. Hey, FY Up Sports, man, we're going to be back with more breaking news, live streams, and all of that good stuff later today. But until then, it's FY Up Sports. Yeah.
I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. It's too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. It's too easy. I've been there, done it, seen it. Boy, all that like Keenan. Still got crack, they fiendin'. Flow still hot like Phoenix. Shine so bright, I'm gleaming. This off top, I'm tweaking. Fresh out the rat like Neiman. And I'm still tryna fight my demons. Cause we all gotta act like Tina. That's why I gotta ride with the Nina. Outside, it's a war going on. Make me put my hands on my head like the Macarena. They want you walking on board like Kima. And give a F to you like John Cena. Putting blood on the brand new.